Let's talk about social media today and why it's important to you. Who was in the Google Kung Fu class yesterday? Pretty much everybody. No, not everybody. You were there. Was anybody not in the Google Kung Fu class? All right. Part of what I talked about yesterday, because it impacts this, is a thing called the cite command. I'm going to show you that in action today. The cite command can direct Google to only look at one website. And it is one of those things that it's like, so what? When I tell you that, big deal. But I want to prove to you why it's important and how you can use that to figure out what's going on. When I went out to these different sites and put my information there, and if you can't see, scoot forward. When I go out to these sites and put my information there, I'm really encouraging Google to look at my site and offer me up as an auctioneer when someone searches on auctioneer. It's not just about, did somebody call me from Facebook? Did I get a job from Facebook? Am I just wasting my time on Facebook or Pinterest? Yeah, sometimes I am, I'll admit it. But it also, Google indexes those sites. And if you don't think so, I'll prove to you that they do, okay? Because we got to start there. If it's not going to give you any benefit, you want to see the benefit. You don't want to just get out there and do this because you're playing. And I want to show you ways that it gives you benefit that you may not necessarily have seen. So, here's Pinterest, and I'm going to start with it, and I'm going to come back to it toward the end. And if you've never been there, it's a beautiful site. It really is pretty. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to Google now, and I'm going to go to search. Anytime I go too fast, stop me. When I go to Google search, I'm going to say St. Louis auctioneer, and I actually have the command written here. Can everybody see that wherever you're at? Come up close, don't sit in the back. What I've done here with this search is I'm telling Google, oh come on, right, oh this is going to be a long day, right there, to go to St. Louis auctioneer and only search the site Pinterest for that term, St. Louis auctioneer. So here I am, Rob Wyman on Pinterest. I am an auctioneer from St. Louis, Missouri. I work with my family at Mountain City Auctions. I get to travel a lot and see some cool stuff, www.mountaincityauctions.com. 3 months ago, that search didn't work. 3 months ago, Google did not index Pinterest. When I told Google, just look at it, move as close as you can, folks, so that you can see. Please don't leave any spaces up to the front because all I'm doing today is mostly showing you stuff that I'm typing on the board. And if you sit in the back, you won't be able to see it, perhaps. That search didn't return anything 3 months ago because 3 months ago, Google did not index Pinterest. What am I talking about? First of all, here's Pinterest. And I want to show you right here where I'm pointing. See that little bar on my site that says an 8? That is a Google PageRank 8 site. If you think that's not important, you're wrong. That is one of the most visited, highest ranked websites on the planet. 3 months ago, Google didn't index it. That meant if I searched on Google, it never saw anything that I wrote on Pinterest. But I just proved to you on the other screen, conclusively, that it does index Pinterest. You see what I'm saying? It goes out, it looks at Pinterest, it tells you what it sees there. I was doing what I call skating where the puck is going on this. And when you hear that a website is really highly rated by Google, even if Google's not searching it yet, you can use the cite command to see if Google's indexing it, right? I just proved that. So if you go out there and Google's not indexing it, but it's a really highly rated site, odds are pretty soon Google's going to index it because Google's really smart. It used to be that Google didn't index Facebook. I can do the same command here, and I can say Facebook.com instead of Pinterest. And I'm searching for my keyword, St. Louis auctioneer. This could be you, Denver auctioneer, Colorado auctioneer. All right. So if I go to, you're going to find out I'm a horrible speller. So here is Facebook, and I need to get out there and say something about being a St. Louis auctioneer, because I haven't lately. I just get out there and argue with people on the auction forum. But I need to get out there and actually start marketing again. But we can see that Facebook is marketing, is being indexed by Google. So if you're using your keywords out there on Facebook, Google's going to see it. So the reason I'm saying this, again, is it isn't just about, did someone call me from Facebook and did I get a job? Did someone come to my auction from Facebook or Pinterest or YouTube or anything else? A big part of this is my phone rings and I get a job. It had nothing to do with Facebook directly, but indirectly, because Google looks at Facebook, looks at Pinterest, looks at YouTube, looks at LinkedIn, and all those things are pointing to my website. When someone searches on Auctioneer St. Louis, I come up, and I'm very relevant for that search, and so they call me instead of that other guy down the street. My wife gets in there, and she's the secret weapon. Once she gets in the door, baby, she's got about a 95% close ratio, so if we get the closer in the door, we're going to get the deal. So, keep that in the back of your mind, that we're not just talking about fun and games, we're not just talking about wasting your time, and we're not just worried about, did somebody visit your site from Pinterest? Yeah, I can go to Google Analytics and prove to you exactly how many visits I had from these sites. I can do it, and Pinterest is really high up there. I get a lot of visits, and pretty good visits from it, okay? But it's also about, did the phone ring, and was I more relevant in a search? And there's some aspects about Pinterest that make that extremely interesting. I want to start with doing this step by step. I've asked Cookie Lockhart to be my guinea pig, okay? I want to show you how easy this is to do for yourself with your phone. Does almost everybody here have one of these phones that can take a video? All right, Cookie, could you step up here and we'll just show them how simple this is? What you want to do is, if you're doing a video, you can say, you know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. A video might be worth 10,000 words. Keep your video short. The statistics show that if it's longer than 3 minutes, people bail on your video. It is a whole lot better to have 10 little short ones than one 30-minute one. Nobody will watch it. First of all, when you first start, they won't let you do a 30-minute one. So I'm going to ask Cookie to stand right here. You think you'd pop better here or against that?
You're gonna do this with my phone?
Let's do it with your phone.
Okay, we gotta wait just a minute. I had no way to charge it.
Or I can do it on mine.
I think it's got enough
Okay.
on it.
Now, you can do, I do these with my phone. I do these with this little camera here that you see. If you see me at the NAA, one thing that I'm fairly known for is I don't go anywhere without this silly little camera. I'm going to tell you why I picked this one while we're waiting for her phone to come up. When you go back home, I want you to write this down. Look up this video, Where the Hell is Matt?
I love it.
Where the Hell is Matt? I read a book on YouTube marketing in an hour a day, great book. And they asked the people, the guy that wrote the book, the guy that wrote the book asked one of the principals at YouTube, what was his favorite video on YouTube? They got billions, literally billions of videos. He liked this one called Where the Hell is Matt? And it's goofy, and if I tell you about it, it sounds dumb. It's this guy, and he goes around and he dances, and he does this stupid dance that looks just like this. That's it, that's all he does. And you think, what? How can that be interesting? He goes all around the world, and one, it'll say he's in Mumbai, and then he's in, Cape Hope, and you have to see the video. It's been seen about 50 million times.
I'm not sure.
And he used this camera, this type, to do the video. That's why I got it. It's a little Sony. If you go to get these cameras now, look for the ones, and I got this from you guys when you're doing the benefit auctions and all their recommendations. Look for one now that has an external mic. They have little flip cameras that are very much like these phones, and some of them have an external mic, and if there's one little flaw that I don't like about this one, it's better to have that mic I can put on somebody and then get out a little bit of the crowd sound away from it when I do the thing. We're going to videotape Cookie on a phone. I'm going to show you how easy it is to get it to YouTube. Most of them you can upload it right from the phone, but I'm also going to show you how to do it from the phone to the computer. Okay? Does that sound fair?
Yep.
Has anybody not done this? I bet a lot of you have not. Who has not done this? Okay, good. Perfect. You're in the right
I've not
place.
done what?
Uploaded a video to YouTube. She's got her camera here. On most of these phones, if you set it on camera, you're going to see there's a little slide here that you can move it over, and there's a thing that looks sort of like a square with a lens out of it, that means video. All right, I'm gonna ask everybody to be quiet for a minute. Cookie's kind of practiced and has what she wants to say. We're gonna give her about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes here, and we're gonna cut her off. You don't have to worry about what is at the front and what's at the back. I can say go, and we can get on YouTube and we can cut, we can trim it. I'll show you that too. So it's going the wrong way. How do you make it go out the back?
Duh.
It's an iPhone, I don't have an iPhone.
I don't even know what upload
Right,
means.
right.
Good.
All right, now it's
Okay,
going
there
the
it's
back.
taken.
All right,
I haven't practiced much except what you did to me yesterday
okay.
with me.
Yeah. See? Everybody ready?
Wow.
What do you want me to do?
All right,
Just
we're
talk?
gonna do, here's what I would suggest that you do. Do little videos. If you sell farm equipment, then do one video where you talk about tractors. And then do another video where you talk about combines. And then maybe do another video where you talk about auctions and why auctions are better. You might want to talk about marketing. I'm going to have you do, you talked a little bit about marketing yesterday. What would you, and you want to focus on your key words, the things you want people to find you for. So what is a key word we didn't use yesterday? We got to scoot over this way just a little
Hall of
bit.
Fame.
What's a key word that we didn't use yesterday?
You mean like marketing or Hall of Fame? Or
You talked a
what
little bit
again?
about marketing yesterday, so maybe talk about ranches today. All right?
Okay.
Give me 2 or 3 minutes talking about ranches and selling ranches and why it's important to hire you because of your experience. Something like that. You ready?
You want me to say who I am and where I'm from? and
Yes.
that
You
sort of
always
thing?
say who you are and where you're from.
I'm Cookie Lockhart from Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and we've been in the auction business since the 1930s when my dad started it up in there. So we have a lot of different kinds of auctions. We just sold a big equipment auction, a ranch farm, and another real estate auction. So we kind of vary quite a little, and because we have a small population, I guess, but we also have sold I've sold real estate at auction in 18 states. I'm the only, I'm the first woman that's ever inducted in the National Auctioneers Hall of Fame, which is my claim to fame and I'm real proud of. And so we know marketing, we know how to get it done, and we work at it. We're an honest professional company, and we will get the job done for you, no matter where it is. So. Duh.
All right, so there.
Duh.
That was perfect. Well, statistics show on YouTube that people start to bail after a minute and a half. So a minute and a half to 3 minutes, you're golden. You don't want to go longer than 3 minutes. Now on her phone, and I hadn't used an iPhone before yesterday. You can upload this by going to the gallery. Where was the gallery? Camera.
I'm gonna go to where that picture
Yeah, where that picture is. All right, so she has a thing on here called Camera Roll. On my Android phone, they mostly work the same. There's a camera, and then if you take the picture, a little picture shows up. You can click on the picture. So what we're going to do is like one of those cooking shows. While we upload this video for Cookie, I picked it. I selected the video. We went to Camera Roll. Now I'm going to pick that video, and I'm going to. I clicked on a little thing on the bottom. It looks sort of like you're sending an email. One of them says, send it to YouTube. Now, to do that, you have to have a YouTube account. I told you yesterday, that you could make yourself a Gmail account by just going to Google and clicking on Gmail and saying, your auction company at gmail.com, and you can make yourself a Gmail account like that. Just follow the steps there. It's real easy. But that gets you into all of the different Google things, including YouTube and such. We're going to give this a name of Cookie 3 right now. And once we get this uploaded, we're going to change it a little bit. What I like to do is just get it online, and then I can manipulate it on my computer. It has to have a little description. It says name, description. I'm going to say something.
Cookie Lockhart.
No, I literally typed something. Then I'm scrolling down, and it says standard size, tags, public, private. You can upload private videos or public. My mother-in-law died recently. We took a lot of videos of her talking to her kids and stuff. I uploaded those as private. No one else can see them unless I send them an email. But it gets them off of my camera because they get full. I mean, they've got 80 gigabytes, but they get full real quick. And you have to pick what group or what type of video it is. I'll show you all this in a minute. Category. Right now she's in comedy. We're going to move her to education.
I think that's the right group.
And then I'm going to say publish.
I could do comedy.
It wants a tag. It wants a tag. Tags are sort of like keywords. I'm going to say auction, A-U-C-T-I-O-N. And now I'm going to say publish. Okay. That video is now uploaded. Cookie, thank you very much. You can go sit down, give her a hand. Now, while that's in the oven, like the cookie show,
What that's doing right now, the little blue line's going across, it's uploading.
it's uploading the video, and it'll be
On
there in a minute.
YouTube.
Right. And it's uploading it to Cookie's account. So in a minute, we'll probably change over and become Cookie. Right now, we're going to be me. I uploaded some videos from Cookie yesterday, and if I had that on my phone, the way that I would do it, if my phone for some reason didn't have the internet or couldn't see it, you can get these little cables that plug into your USB port, and this one plugs into that video camera over there, and this kind plugs into my phone. And then you would just go out there and take it and go find it by browsing. I'm going to find the video by browsing and show you how I would do that so that you would know. So let's say I had a video on my phone, and let's see if I've probably got a ton of them. So I'm going to do that with this so that you see how to browse and get a video. All right, everybody with me so far?
Yeah, we don't know what you did for her, with her phone.
Well, all we did was upload the video. We slided it to the thing that said video. It looks like a little camera. We took the video. We went to the place where it said
That's the
video
part
roll.
that goes.
You clicked on the little button that looked like an envelope. It was down the bottom left.
Yep.
Yeah, and that little one that looks like it's sitting in with a little arrow, and then we said upload to YouTube. As long as you had a Google account, it will upload it to YouTube.
Send to YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I did. Now, if I take this phone, I want to show you how this works, just in case you want to get one off the phone this way. And then we're going to really start rolling here in a minute. And if you're in the back, you might want to fill in up toward the front so you can see what I'm doing, Paul. Back row Baptist. All right. When you plug in your phone, a lot of them say turn on USB storage. It depends on every phone, it's slightly different. But I'm going to say yes, turn it on. What does that stand for? Uniform Serial Bus. It's just connecting the phone to the computer. So now it's connected, and I could go out there and I could say on YouTube, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to upload a video while we're sitting here talking, and I'm going to manipulate the video. So you would sign in on YouTube, and I'm going to assume that at this point we've all got ourselves a Gmail account. Yes, Cookie?
I just wanted to say, it just now said publish to YouTube.
All right, so
Okay.
hers is already uploaded.
That's how long it took.
See, that was pretty quick. You can do this like that. Now, some of these devices, the iPads, some of these phones, can upload directly. Some of them don't have, like my camera over there, does not have Wi-Fi on it. I have to hook it to my computer here and upload. I spent a lot of time last night uploading all night long. I go home and I'll plug the camera into a computer, start an upload. And if you tell it to upload like 20 videos, nothing ever gets done. Stick with about 4, and then 4 will get done. If you tell it 20, you'll get nothing. All night long it'll grind and grind. Nothing will happen. 2 or 3, especially if you've got a video that's like 2 hours long, do 1. I have some that, it'll break them up into 2 gigabyte files, which is a really huge file. Just go ahead and upload 1. You can also go out and get something called DVIX. And DVIX is a program that will take and crunch that down and make the file much smaller, much quicker to upload. You don't have to mess with it if you're doing a 3-minute one. Just upload it. All right, so I'm going to show you how this works here. I'm going to go to YouTube. And here I am at YouTube at the main page. I've signed in, and you can see me over here in all my little pirate glory. I did a charity auction as a pirate, so if you ever see me as a pirate, that's what that is. It's not really Johnny Depp, it's me. All right, and you go upload. When you click on upload, it's going to say select files to upload right here. Can everybody see that? You click on that button, and now you have to go find the files. Right now I've hooked my phone up so it says removable disc. It's right. Doggone you. And who's got a laser pointer besides me? Anybody got one? Mine's kind of getting me in trouble. Right about there. All right. I'm going to click on that, and usually on these you could get lost. Normally it's under something called DCIM. It's like digital content image. I think is what it stands for. I've always kind of wondered why is it that sometimes it says camera underneath it. And here's some pictures where I have some gavels that I did a charity auction in. That's a long story. They got pudding on them and I had to wash them off.
It's a long story.
So here's the guy the other day that had a humbug hat I was telling you about. So if I'm going to do a video, the videos tend to be at the bottom, and I could pick this one for instance. I did a charity auction where they had a ice sculpture of a king. Now if I wanted to upload that ice sculpture again, I could just click on that and it would upload. I think we did something with my phone since then, so let me go down here and see. Here's Cookie from the other day. I'm going to go ahead and upload it even though she's sideways. I might be able to turn her around. If not, I'll just delete it because we've got lots of Cookie in here anyway right now. But if I clicked on that, it starts uploading and it gives it a funny name, bid, blah, 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 and the numbers. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and while that's uploading, I'm going to see if I can get in the video manager because I don't want to wait. Well, it's 2 minutes. I'll talk while I wait. Notice here that it says title. I'm just going to point. You have title, description, and tags. Uploading a video to YouTube without doing anything to the titles and the tags and the description is a complete waste of time. No one will ever find it. You won't see it. Doing it with the title and the tag, it is an extremely good thing for you, and I can prove it. I'm going to prove that right now to you. It's one thing to come up and, yes, Cookie?
Well, what's the difference?
I'm going to explain
I
all
know how
that.
to title something, what's a tag?
I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
Hang tight there. We're getting to that. I want to show you what, I like to say reverse engineering. What I mean by that is I can prove stuff, okay? And you can take something and go backwards, start from the beginning and figure out how it works. I want to show you how you can reverse engineer a YouTube search, okay? That'd be a cool thing to know? No, you don't know why yet, but let me show you. All right. If I go out here, if I can come up first for Auctioneer St. Louis on a video, that's a pretty good thing, right? Wouldn't you say? What if I came up first in the world? Wouldn't that be neat for something? St. Louis, I'm making it local. I'm going to do geographic constraint, St. Louis. But what if I had something like vintage comic book auctioneer, or you had collectible auctioneer, or you did tractor auctioneer? Wouldn't it be nice to be like first in the country or in the world? Okay, so let's see how I did it. If I go to Google here, and I go to search, and I say vintage, I started to say vintage comic book engineer. This is vintage comic book auction, and there's some very big boys there. That's me. That's me. Me. I think I'm on the front page about 6 times with this. More me. Now what I want to point out is Heritage Auctions, which you know, and I don't know, anybody here know Heritage besides Tim? Heritage did $770 million in sales last year. I beat Heritage. Heritage probably has 20 guys on their department that do this, you know. So what I'm telling you obviously works, right? I proved it. Would you agree conclusively that I proved that this works? So I'm going to show you how I did it, all right? And this is through the process of reverse engineering. You don't start at Google, you start at YouTube, okay? So we've uploaded a video, and you've figured out what keyword you want to do. We talked yesterday about that, but let me recap. Your keywords are going to be the things that people are going to search for when they're looking for you. Benefit auctioneer for you, but it might be gala. When you go search on those keywords, you're going to find that some strange things happen. You're going to find when you put in those words and Google remember from yesterday, Google suggests some other words. I put in charity auctioneer, turns out benefits better. You put in benefit auctioneer, suddenly it suggests gala. Then at some point it suggests fundraising. And one of them is 4 times more likely to be searched on than the other, and one is 12 times more likely to be searched on the other. Wouldn't you want all of those in there? Because somebody might say it one way instead of the other. So you start doing that keyword research by going to either Keyword Spy or Google AdWords, and you're searching on them to see what are the keywords that you need to put in these YouTube videos and on Facebook and on Pinterest and all these social media sites. You keep using those same keywords. It comes down, and I can't beat this strongly enough, it comes down over and over to those keywords, those keywords, those keywords, and then those keywords, okay? You really want to take some time and figure out if it's coins, if it's Morgan. See, I can go out, and I told you yesterday that I went out and I did that crawdad theory, where you take, and the guy had the tank, and there was a little fish, and there was some crawdads, and the fish ate all the crawdads and started with the small ones, and I said the biggest crawdad, the crawdad is the guy who's beating you in search, and the biggest crawdad all is heritage. So I spent a little time reverse engineering Heritage's site and finding out what their best keywords are. Because you could go to Keyword Spy, and it will put their keywords in rank and show you which ones get searched on the most. So that's their best keywords. Their best keywords deal with coins, coin and coins. And they get gazillions of searches on those. I'm exaggerating, but so if you sell coins, you want to make sure you have those coin keywords on your YouTube and on your Facebook. Maybe you get out there and you provide a service where you talk to somebody about a little video on how to grade a coin, how to tell a Carson City Morgan from one that's minted somewhere else, how to spot a fake. Now you're providing a service. If you go out there and you look online and you search for almost anything, what website always shows up? Wikipedia, right? Google is set up to give preferential treatment to sites that provide information. Wikipedia is the site that provides the most information. So if you really want to get out there and get noticed, start providing a service to people. The benefit auctioneers really get this. They do a really great job at this. Sherry Truller does a wonderful job on Facebook. And so go look at somebody who's doing it right and see what they're doing. But you're providing a benefit. Meanwhile, back at social media. I've showed you just now that the keywords matter because that's how I got to show up front. Now I'm going to show you how it works on a video. We've uploaded a video yesterday of Cookie, and it automatically gave it a name. Okay? Now, how many people you think are out there searching on M2U01107? Not so many. Okay? Let's change that. The upload's complete. I'm going to go down here to where the title is, and I'm going to change that to... I'm going to start with Colorado Auctioneer because that's what people might search on quite a bit. And I'm going to say Cookie. On auction marketing, I'm going to say. All right, Colorado Auctioneer, Cookie Lockhart on auction marketing. You can't put a link inside the video back to your website. You just can't do it. Google or YouTube does not support that functionality. But on your description, and write this down, the very first thing you always do is http://yourwebsite.com. Don't just do www.yourwebsite.com. That's not clickable. If you make it http://www.yourwebsite.com, there's a link to your website, and it's the first thing they always see. So let's do that.
But you put the W's in.
I'm HTTP,
Then the W's?
hypertext, what? I'm going to do it. http://www.lockhartauction.com. And then I'm going to take those same keywords that I used in the title. What I did to figure this out is I would figure out, I'd go look on vintage comic books, okay? And I'm doing my crawdad principle again, where I'm looking at which crawdad's bigger than me. You know, I'm the little fish, who's beating me in search? I would go look at their YouTube video. I would literally click into their video and see what were their keywords and why were they showing up higher than me. Then I would do it a little bit better than them. And now I've got the next crawdad, and I'm the little bluegill, and I'm gonna keep eating crawdads till I'm on the top. Okay? See what I'm saying?